It's massively important. What's been quite clear over the past nearly 18 months that I've been here is that I have been working in it. There has been a lot of transition in here, which is it's moving rapidly now to make us into these leaders and taking ownership over divisions now, which is a good thing for me. My interpretation of leading the division I'm in is to take absolute and full ownership of what happens in my division, driving my division forward with trying to attract new clients, forming relationships with clients that are lasting, and we get repeat business because of that. And also, the big thing for me being a leader, and something I've never really done in all my past roles, is to answer to a board and come into them with the right information, which I've never done before. And this is all sort of quite new to me, and it's actually really nice to learn that, that where my division is, and I can present that to a board and say, here's where we are and here's where we need to be. And I'm actually quite enjoying this process now to be able to do that. I've known Jason for a number of years, and when I had a chat with him, and he took me on, I was really chuffed to come here. He had a good vision. I liked his energy when I spoke to him. I met him and Dave, and they were excited about me coming to work with him, and that's a thing I've not seen or felt for a long time. That excited me that I could bring something to this company as well as just my knowledge and expertise in screeding, and I sort of fell into doing resins as well, with Richard dealing with the screeds, and I quite enjoyed that because it was a bit of a challenge as well. I was learning something new, and I got to know new people on that side of the business and new suppliers, and started building rapport with them as well. But where I am now is I'm back to what I know, which is, I'm not saying it's a comfort blanket, but I just know it, and it makes me better at my job now, doing what I know. and being here now, sitting in this room talking to you, and the other day talking to Stevie, that's stuff I've not really had in the past. My development in the past has been self-development. I put myself through a level 5 in senior construction management. I put myself through a level 3 in occupational safety and health. I've tried to better myself, and I self-funded all these things, but now my company's investing in me, and that's great. That gives me an energy. Even talking to Stevie the past few weeks, you've no idea what it's done to me. He's reaching into my brain, and it's phenomenal. It's brilliant. I can feel something inside me now wanting to drive me forward, some pushing me from behind now, where I've never had that before. I had guys standing in front of me pushing me the other way, and now I'm getting the complete opposite, and it's getting a buzz. I'm getting a buzz about all this, and I can actually start to visualise something in the future now where I couldn't in the past, and that's only in a few weeks. 12 months time, who knows? I've really been enjoying it because the way I'm seeing it working, the way I visualise it is, we'll have a quick chat, and within 2 minutes we're away on a path, because he'll say, right, well, what happened there? Well, hold on, what happened there? How did that happen? Let's have a chat about that. And then he links it in with, like the value chain we've been doing a lot about in the past couple of sessions, and we're starting on the 7 forces now as well. And I'm just loving the way all that's links in now, So what happened there? How did that work? Right, let's go down this road here and explore, how that happened, and maybe how we can stop it from happening in the future, or how we would change that. And I'm actually quite enjoying that, because it makes me think a bit more about what I'm doing, and sometimes think outside the box a wee bit, which through my past conversation with you, I have been boxed in, and now I'm starting to explore outside this box, and I'm finding that really good. We all sit in the same office, and we have chats, But having that group session with these guys who, you know, I've known John Big for years. Matt, I've only really known for come in here, and Jay, who's with us now, is used to be one of our suppliers, so I've worked with him on a couple of jobs as well, you know, because I did deal with resins, but kind of got to know the guys a bit better as well, you know, and a mere professional and personal level, because we did open up in here, and Stevie's got that gift of opening people up, you know, and we had it was a great session because we got to know what everybody wanted to do, and we were all on the same kind of page, you know, and now we're making plans now to. I was just talking to Ross yesterday about it, and I'm saying I think the 4 divisional leaders should all sit at a table now, because we've got a table where we can all do that, and I think that's a great idea, because we should all be talking to each other, because sometimes underfloor heating links into screeds, and screeds links into resin sometimes, and you know, and we should all be really tight now. You know, this is what I'm taking out of all this. You know, we should be a lot tighter. We should be talking to each other. We should be forming strategies. I really enjoyed that session. And one thing I'll tell you about it for that session, Stevie said something to me, and it made me do 2 things different yesterday. And one was just before I phoned you. I was sitting in a terrible traffic jam. Never been in one as bad as that for months and months. And normally I'd be sitting there like a raging bull, you know. What the hell's going on here, man? I'm late. I hate being late. It's one of my traits, is I detest being late. But I was dead calm, and I just phoned you and I says, look, Ryan, I'm sorry, but I'm stuck in traffic, and when I get down there, I'm going, God, somebody's not getting home tonight. At least I'm getting home, you know. And that isn't me. That's not me. And just before that, when I was going up to the job, I seen a homeless guy sitting. This guy was a genuine, and I sat down beside the guy, and I'm like, I've only got a couple of quid here and change, mate. I don't really carry cash, mate, but you can have that, you know, you need that, and I don't. And what's your story and things like that? And the guy clearly had some mental health problems and things like that, but I just felt like a really good person doing that, you know, and just taking a couple of minutes out of your day to just sit beside the guy. And Stevie had talked about doing that in the past, and I couldn't walk by that guy. It would just be an invisible blur at the corner of my eye, but it wasn't this time. It was, I've probably walked by this guy before, you know. So that's 2 changes I've noticed in me in a couple of days. Really weird. So I'm trying to use that influence I've had in the past to help push my division forward. The other thing is with men is we mentioned before there, I try and treat my men with as much empathy as I can, because I've been there. I've been that guy on the tools. I've been that guy getting a manager breathing down his neck, you know, and really giving them a hard time. Trying not to give guys hard times. I try and do it in a way that they understand that something's went wrong and I need to deal with that as my job. I've always tried to deal with guys with empathy, because I never had that when I was younger, and my dad used to be a director of a company, and he treated guys with empathy. He always asked, he never told, and that's the way I try and live my life, and it works, because I've got guys that will run through walls for me. And I have got guys, I know that. I had them in my last company, I've got them here as well, and in a short period of time, you know, and that's where I see myself sitting as a divisional leader at the moment. But my dream now that I'm starting to learn all this is to start producing exception reports, KPIs, and bring them into the board and say, here's where my department's sitting, and here's what we need to do to fix that, or here's what we need to do to even improve the figures. You know, I think we're sitting a wee bit behind, or well, here's what we've done this month, why not reach for that this next month or next year, even if it comes to it, you know. So now that I'm learning about finances, I want to be more active that way, and I'm being taught that as well, which was something I was always shielded from. It makes me feel more wanted. That might sound like a weird thing to say, but you know, and see, having a company that's got your back, it makes a huge difference. I'm not saying you need pats in the back, but it's nice to know now and again that you're appreciated for what you're doing, you know, and that doesn't cost anything. You know, that's free. By the way, good job there. That's all you need. 3 words, and I get this in here all the time. And as I say, I don't seek it. It makes a difference to your working day. Now, having a company investing, as I said before earlier, I self-funded a couple of courses to better myself, because nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. Having the company invest in me like this, it helps me personally. It gives me more drive, because these guys have got my back. I'm going to let's push this. Let's see where we can take this. These guys are investing in me. Let's invest in them. To me, that's how things work. I'm not just here to lift a wage. I'm here to try and do the best I can for myself and for the people that are paying my wages. So, and if they're investing in me as well, that's going to drive both me personally and the business forward. And I think it's a win-win.